Hello. So, I don't post really videos anymore, and the videos I would post, I could hardly call them videos. They would literally just me playing video games and sometimes chatting shit, and most of the time being drunk. I'm Luke. I'm deciding to put videos online in a very more, in more of a, just a natural way that I want to. Content, Jesus Christ. The content of them will just be, I'll be making stuff most of the time. But I'll be talking very frankly about stuff, you know, my own stuff, other people who might be struggling with things. If it helps, I would like it to help people. But it's kind of just it's almost like my own, it's going to be like my own kind of therapy sessions. It doesn't even matter if anybody watches it. It's just a case of I want to do it because I ain't got nothing to lose. So, I'm Luke. I'm a Romany gypsy, half. I live on the side of the road. Literally, road is right there. Caravan's right there. This is a little tin shack that I've built over the years, and it's where I just make things. I've got a little forge behind me, bellows and stuff. I make knives, stuff like that, which has gotten rusty because it's been out, sat too close to the doorway. And you know, little tiny carving knives and stuff like that, all hand forged. Things like that. More recent times I've been spending with woodwork and finding more joy in that. And the things that I've been making are musical instruments. So, tagelharpa, or I can't remember how to pronounce the other one. Begins with a J. Yeah. This is one I'm working on for myself, because I've made one before this and it was pretty good, but I've got better and I just kind of like doing things how I do. You know, like a nice snake in the top of there. Looks fairly okay. Snake wrapping up around and biting it, and it's made out of, I guess it's teak and just some pine. Just I make stuff with to hand what I got. So I very rarely these days buy materials. People give me metal, and I'm lucky enough to work for somebody who has wood that I can harvest. And I'm working on another tagelharpa here, but I'm just trying different stuff. I like to be creative and just do whatever. There's no rules I like the musical instrument because there's no rules. You can kind of do whatever you like with it. And this one's going to be made out of ash and pine. And let me show you that bit now. It's a bit different, this one, so I'll go it up. It's a bit of a prototype. It might work, it might not. Who cares? It's all about trial and error. So it's going to go like... So, let me use a different piece of wood. So, it's going to be like that. So that'll be... It's a small one, but just trial and error. So that'll be your sound box like that. I'm going to come up here, and then I will either do another one of these where I've cut multiple grooves and then glued it here for where the strings are and where you play, or I'm going to just try something completely wild and, you know, do something like just that, you know, like protruding out of it, make it solid enough joint, and then, you know, strings, stuff like that. Again, I'm not an expert on woodwork. I'm not an expert on anything. Anyone who says they're an expert, they bloody well better be an expert. I just like making stuff and being incredibly creative with my hands, with hand tools more than machines. I don't have the ability to have electric all the time. I've got a generator which powers some things, but I'd rather put the human touch into it, because I find that modern things are stuffed with too much like, they're too clinical. They lack the human touch, and they lack personality and life to them. You know, it's like, I could have stamped that out of a, you know, or I could have cut that out, you know, of a sheet of steel. But I forged it. I actually forged that shape, and I filed it down, and I spent the time to file it and do everything properly, because it's not properly, but it's my version of properly. It suits me because it gives the object that I'm working on more of a soul and a life. And if you hear cars going past every now and then, it's because, again, there's a road. And if you hear squeaking, it's because my puppy in the caravan, he's looking at me and being a squeaker. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. I used to post, just like I said, crap on here. Don't know why. I thought it was worth watching again. Right, I'm back. I know it won't seem like that, but I had to go and take the puppy for a walk. He was up the window squeaking at me. Where was I? Oh yeah, what I'm doing, what I'm making. Making things. It's real good. It's good for you, and the creativity of something, it's frees your mind. And it is something that, yeah, I want to just make some videos. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying I'm any good. But I don't mind criticism. You know, constructive criticism is welcome. I don't particularly mind. Yeah. It's something, you know, making stuff and just making some videos and talking. This is probably going to be my own, almost my own therapy session as well. Because, you know, there's a reason for these things. And it's not just something I like to do as a hobby and perhaps would one day like to sell on the, you know, as a bit of a job. But it's somewhere safe and healthy to put, safe, you know, using tools, sometimes you burn yourself, you cut yourself, it's going to happen, you know. It's safe in the manner of, it's good for your health, it's good for your mental health, it's positive. And that's kind of another thing that these videos are going to be. I'm going to just be quite frank about my mental health, my problems that I've struggled with over the past lifetime. I'm 31, but I've, you know, everyone's suffered. Everybody's gone through something. Everybody's been through something. And I know I've caused some things, and I've been through some things, and yeah, I'm just going to talk honestly, frankly, openly about that, because perhaps if it doesn't help anyone else, then it's going to help me just to air it out. Because nowadays, trying to get therapy off the NHS, well, you might as well not even bother. So yeah, this video is just an introduction, and just be like, this is what this is going to be about, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to talk about. Like I said, I'm going to be very frank about a lot of things. A lot of stuff that's happened to me. Perhaps other people can relate, if other people watch. I don't have any goals for this. It's more, before I started the camera, I was literally like chatting to myself about all of this, and I was like, I'm talking out loud here, and I might as well just put a camera up and just talk. I was like, what do I have to lose? I've got nothing to lose. So yeah, that might just be my first video, just be an introduction of what I'm going to be doing, what's going on, what's this about. And yeah, it might segue, I might do enough, I don't know. Anyway, I don't really know. But yeah, if anybody will watch this all the way through, fair enough. Fair play to you. Fair play. I thank you. And perhaps I'll do another one of these soon.